Autobots, roll out!
Good morning, afternoon. It is Wednesday, which means more. I'm about to lose my brain. I go back to Sherlock Holmes. And I forgot to change the vest on the avatar. Oops. Tells me need to change it to the vest he has in the current game. This is from the Crimes of Punishment. Let's stop. Already. Nope. What did it say? Analyze the evidence. Add liquid from the test tube to all active agents to work out all of the characteristics. Two. I did not see. Did anyone else see? Two. There. Round 2 silver. Two brown. down.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Result of the analysis is an administration night spirit. Substance that provokes heightened aggression, close to madness, death by cardiac arrest.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
I have it on -15, so I wasn't sure if
Female anatomy. I should put this book somewhere else.
okay, it was a little wrong.
And this is general practitioner. That won't be of any use to me.
Okay, then where's the damn book? Oh, here. Found it. That's good. Okay. Shillman. Yeah, the rat killer. Guard, rat killer. German. Found guilty of the following charges: poisoning, attempted poisoning, theft and receiving chemical substances, murder and attempted murder, kidnapping with fated circumstances, animals, run, illegal use of chemicals, manipulation of the weak, drunken charge. And description of the individual. Despite numerous mental problems and neurosis, Hans Schillman is an exceptional chemist and an equally remarkable mathematician. At the age of 21, his unstable and violent character resulted in his expulsion of the University of Vienna, where he had excelled in his chosen subjects. After being expelled, he was not heard from again for 4 years. Captured and arrested in June before, during the case of Stuttgart poisoning. Right, principal suspect. He escaped before being sentenced and vanished again. A number of elements suggested that he had found refuge in London. Investigation undertaken by Scotland Yard found him living under the stolen identity of one Leonardo Isia. However, the officers who came to arrest him were poisoned and he escaped once again. Our informers picked up his trail again in 1880. The ancient factory converted into a the chemical laboratory? Gilman was absent during the search. From the documents found inside the laboratory, we learned he had a diabolical plan in mind. His goal was to poison the drinking water reservoirs in several parts of the city. To this day, motives remain unclear. The arrest on May 5th, 1888, entirely to chance. Recognized by a police officer while stumbling around in a state of inebriation, shouting of his intentions to the entire city. None of the interrogations following his arrest have been provided with any conclusive information. Hans Schielemann broke his silence only with incoherent comments. But
According to these documents, Hans Schielemann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielemann tomorrow.
that's gonna go well. I'm guessing that.
I cannot leave now.
Well, what am I supposed to do? There are things I need to.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
Oh. Tell me that. Just... Bishop tore his aggressor's finger off with his. Wait. Causes madness. Wait, what did it say? Bishop's murders are lunatics, the Bishop's murder are vampires.
Perfect. Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the Bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves. You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street Irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes. No one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course. I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
Wow, this is a real adventure. It's exciting. I like it better than made-up stories.
I forgot about those
I
kids.
want to know what happens next. Keep reading. I'm going to.
Ah, I want to listen to.
My readers must excuse me if I do not describe in full detail here the terrible images which haunted me that night.
I had a sense that something extraordinary would take place, but I was scarcely prepared for the reality of it. Good morning, Holmes. Did you get any rest?
I did not attempt to sleep.
Have you managed to come to any conclusions?
I think that we might follow 3 trails. We can visit Whitechapel to try to discover the identity of the murderers by making inquiries at Dispensary 4661 and at the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
The poison trail seems more important to me. We should perhaps go to Westgate Prison first to see Hans Schielman.
Yes, and let us not forget the bishop's irascible nephew, whose address we now have, thanks to my Baker Street Irregulars. I have located each place on our map of London.
Holmes, let me remind you that we still have not been officially instructed to investigate this affair.
Ah, well, we will just have to hide that small detail.
Ominous. At the jail. Russian graveyard. Whitechapel. Yes.
Whitechapel. Let's go.
Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.
No, that's coming from. It's irritating. Seen better days.
Here's the public dispensary that we're looking for.
Stuff. That one. Hello, good sir. Are you willing to talk to me?
Good day. Please excuse us. Oh, Grant, is it you?
Yes, but wait a moment. Watson, it's been years. Since the Faculty of Medicine, if my memory serves me right.
Yes, we were young and ambitious. I didn't expect to find you here. I thought you had gone to America.
No. I find that I prefer the filth here, amputating gangrenous legs.
Ah,
I'm joking, Watson. Unfortunately, I was unable to leave for Washington. I had to give up surgery. So instead, I crouched down in this rat hole, rubbing shoulders with the world's misery.
Grant, treating those in need is a noble calling. You underestimate the importance of your work.
If you say so. It's true that in the beginning I felt as you do, but as time goes by, the more this cursed area seems like hell. You think that nothing can get worse, and the next day you see that it can. Now famine has hit these poor wretches.
One can't always do as one might prefer when one is a doctor.
Grant, I'd like to introduce you to Sherlock Holmes.
Pleased to meet you. Well, no one comes here by chance, therefore I imagine that you need something in particular. How can I help you?
Dr. Grant, we are in possession of a scalpel which was found in an unusual location. Does it come from your dispensary, as we believe?
From its mark, I'd say it was stolen from us. A lot of things disappear from here, you understand? Life is hard in Whitechapel. When the staff find a way of adding to their salary, they rarely hesitate to do so.
Thank you, Doctor. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
Okay.
This stove is hardly working. That would explain the damp around here.
Incredible. My colleague could at least keep a good fire going for his patients.
Guessing that's the operational work. There. I likely can, but we'll wait. Starting at 3 minutes. Well, sounds. There.
This cemetery is the very image of Whitechapel. Sinister, frightening, and ill-kept. A terrible place for one's final rest.
At least hunger no longer gnaws at them.
Buy my flowers, my lord, for your dear departed.
There. It's obvious where I want to.
This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
For 18th September. Through the generosity of Prince Woodwill, a new distribution of soup is arranged for Whitechapel area. This voucher is valid for a meal on 19th distribution area. Birds, don't forget to pick up the tools at the cemetery. Don't be late this time. Great bait.
A leaflet for the soup kitchen. This leaflet is dated for the day after tomorrow. The tickets for the soup kitchen are given out on the same day. Only somebody who works there could have written on it.
Ads are starting, so I'm gonna. I'll see you all soon. Okay, I'm back. I had to run and pick something. There.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. This rope is only worn on one side. This rope is only worn on one side. The rope used to tie up the Bishop of Knightsbridge came from this cemetery. It is only worn on the one side because it is used to lower coffins into graves. Impossible to open it. Closed.
Apparently there is a lock that can stop him. Hello. I'd like to find you
Let us
first.
see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. Black and damp earth. Earth freshly turned over, still damp. This dark, damp earth is the same type as that which was found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's home.
It came from a grave, then. Oh, what a lovely thought.
This must be the gravedigger's cabin.
Well, judging by the state of this place, they don't work very often.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common.
Probably.
Black paint. Granite. These stones are of the same granite. The same black paint covers these stones. This black painted stone is identical to the fragments found in the rope which we analyzed at Baker Street and in the footprints of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers. Everything coincides, Watson. The fragments of granite at the bishop's home came from the tombstones of this cemetery.
As well as the rope that was used to restrain the poor man. One of those used to lower the coffins.
I can think of only two reasons why anyone should happen to spend a great deal of time in a cemetery. Either he is at rest here, or he works here. At least one of the bishop's murderers is employed here.
A shame. If he was at rest here, it would have made our job easier.
Don't think. He's breathing. Or two. He's locked. Oh, really badly for this.
Nothing of interest here.
I'm starving. Help me for pity's sake.
A circulating soup kitchen.
Okay. I've seen better days.
Oi, oi! We're giving out free soup after max, right here. Don't hesitate. Come get yours. All thanks to Prince Woodville's kind generosity. A ticket for a hot bowl of bacon soup.
Excuse me, my good fellow.
You don't look like a needy.
We're not here for the soup, we're merely passing through. But I would like to commend you for your good charity.
It's the Prince of Woodville who's the charitable one. All I'm doing is filling the bowls. For the first time ever in this area, someone's thinking of the poor people here. Look around you. At every street corner, you'll find someone giving out soup, just like me. I grew up here, and I can promise you, it's the first time the toffs have thought about us.
And no one tries to take advantage of this?
No, mister, that's not possible. You have to exchange a ticket against a bowl. The tickets have the day's date on them, and are handed out after match. That way no one can cheat. A bowl of good bacon soup isn't for you, gentlemen.
We're looking for two people called Grape Abe and Kurtz. Do you know them?
Can't you see I'm giving out soup?
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
Alright, what's this thing?
Holmes, the man from the soup kitchen isn't only in voluntary service. Look,
A money game.
Holmes, the man...
A money.
You talk.
Aren't you gonna leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy? You again. You can't have any soup, you're too rich. It's for the poor, not the toffs.
And what would you say to relieving two toffs of their wallets by giving them a chance at dice?
With great pleasure. What do you want to bet?
Your ring against my friend's superb silver watch.
Holmes! I inherited this watch from my brother. It has a great sentimental value.
Watson, show your watch to our friend here.
Done. Make yourselves at home. All right, mister. First who gets 36 points wins.
Oh, okay.
Without success, Holmes.
Yeah. Sit back, folks. This is gonna take a while. Definitely gonna. Thank God.
Perfect.
Aren't you gonna leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy?
We win.
Now talk.
Hey, not so fast. We'll play a game.
Out of the question. You have lost. You owe me your ring.
Oh, it means a lot to me, this ring. My dad gave it me before he died. He choked on his own glass eye. My mum didn't get over the shock of it, and she killed herself by smashing her head open with a wooden leg. And she'd only just heard that my sister, who's a prostitute, had caught an embarrassing disease that made all her hair fall out. And worse, our dog got run over when he...
As this ring holds such sentimental value for you, I will allow you to keep it. What would you say to exchanging that against some information about Grape Ape? That seems like a fair deal, don't you think?
Yeah. Grape Ape works with us. He usually deals with the tickets, but we haven't seen him for a few days.
Where is he usually to be found?
Well, last time I saw him, he was with his mates from the dispensary, them that deal with the morgue. Now, that's all I know.
It is quite good enough. Keep your ring, my good man, as a souvenir of your poor father.
A souvenir of me dad, me mum, me sister, and me dog.
One further thing. You said that Grape Ape's friends work at the morgue. Which morgue?
The morgue at the dispensary. I must say, they got a funny job. They wash the dead, dress them, cut their hair. They clean the blood off the floor, chase the rats, stamp on the cockroaches. Mister, I can tell ya, I prefer giving out soup.
There isn't a certain curse amongst the employees.
Listen, we didn't play for info about the whole city. I'm not telling you anything else.
The dispensary has got its own morgue. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I've just told you so. It's the one that all the undertakers prefer. Think about it. It's just next to the cemetery.
Thank you, my good man. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
That's... Actually, I think I guessed that already, that... at its own surgery. Probably its own work. Do you again?
How can I help you?
Tell me, Doctor, do you have a morgue in your dispensary?
Yes, it is the busiest place in the building.
We would like to see it.
The door at the far end. The one with the unpleasant smell.
Very good. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
Look, Holmes, a list of the recently dead. How sad.
I see names that have something in common.
Most of them seem to say malnutrition. Except for a couple who wanted to be there together. Oops. The wrong button.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I'll talk to you.
I understand now why my colleague keeps quiet about his morgue. This place is a real mess.
Concentrate, Watson. We must look for clues about Grape Ape's friends. This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
Holmes, this is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Nicebridge's murderers.
I need something. I need something. I need something.
What and
I
where?
need something. I need something.
Oh.
Look at the state of the instruments. They've probably never been cleaned.
A small metal stem. 2 keys.
Well, well, this Kurtz was carrying a lot of things.
Perfect.
Okay. I'll try the keys on the shed. The ambiance, mate. Yep.
Perfect. It's open. Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Oh, what a jumble.
Impossible to open it.
I mean, impossible.
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really.
I can see a large crack. I'll need something thin. A hole was drilled a short while ago. There is a sack inside this hole. Let us see what is inside it.
Wanted to do what you told me to do. Didn't all fit in. So I've closed the chest and have hidden the rest with Romeo and Juliet covers.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Valuable objects. But what are they doing here?
Not to all employees. Fell the lover's tree to mark place for another grave. Famine doesn't end. Expect a lot of customers.
How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
Let us hope that the tree is still there.
Ah, see it.
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions. Sally and John. This design was the last to be done. Sally and John is engraved here as a symbol of their love.
Guessing it's just together. Aha.
Yes, it must be there. I need something.
Shovel, I suppose.
This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
You frighten me, Holmes.
What's not nailed down belongs to Loot Goblin. Yes, what